What's up, fam? Cheers. Cafecito time. As Flo says, hydration. What's going on, everybody? Happy game day. We got a noon kickoff, so kind of sucks that it's not like more of a 3:30 or prime time start. But you know what? I don't mind noon kickoffs either. I like football at any time on a Saturday, but noon kickoffs are nice because you don't have to wait very long. You wake up, have your breakfast, have your coffee. Before you know it, it's kickoff time. So let's see who we got. Greg, been a while, man. Where you been? How's it going, man? Negus, how's it going, man? So yeah, this is a big one, guys. I mean, it seems like, once you lose a couple of games, every game becomes so important. So, a lot of people think, well, 3-4, how can this be a big one? Look, there's still a lot on the line. And, Manny Diaz keeping his job, all that stuff aside, I don't think about that stuff leading up to game day, honestly. It's more, I want that W. I want it for the kids. I want these guys to, go out there and have a chance to ball out and actually get this win against a very good Pittsburgh team. Because they get this win. Think about it, guys. This would be 2 straight victories against ranked opponents, legit ranked opponents, not like preseason hype ranked opponent. Like, no. We're into the season now. We're almost in November. They're 5-1, 6-1. They've earned that top 20 ranking. And you go beat them in their house, and this is 2 straight victories against ranked opponents. I'm not going to lie, that would be impressive because we're doing it on the backs of freshmen. Let's see, Greg. Doing great. Yeah. Nothing wrong with being busy. Yeah, so as you can see, I am not in my usual setup because I am actually in Orlando this weekend, hitting up Epcot Food and Wine in a little bit with the lady. So, just doing a quick little show for you guys because it is game day. Firefighter Kane, what's going on? Yes, buenos dias. Cafecito time. Cheers. E-Dub, what's up, bud? What's up, buddy? Yeah, so I don't know about you guys, but I was, scrolling through Instagram and I was looking back at there's some fond memories I have of, us against Pitt over the years. A lot of them are Sean Taylor related. Do you guys remember, I think it was 2002. And let me know if you guys were at this game. I know it was 20 years ago almost, but it was a Thursday night game. I was there. And I think Rod Rutherford was the quarterback for Pitt. They almost beat us. We only beat them by a touchdown. And I think they were ranked like 19th or 21st, and we were number 1. The first touchdown we scored, I believe, early in the game, Roscoe Parrish goes back, receives the punt. He goes to his right, and all of a sudden, whoop, he hands it off to Sean Taylor coming the other way and takes it to the house. That was one of the probably top 10 loudest crowd reactions of the Orange Bowl I ever heard. Henry, yep. Whipple, I believe, is still the OC at Pitt. I know he was last year. Travis, let's get this win today. Yes, absolutely. I want that win today, man. Honestly, 2 straight wins against ranked opponents with TVD at the helm. I'm sorry that I would be impressed, honestly. I love that. Yeah, this is actually only my 2nd time going, so looking forward to it. Let's see. 14.9 missed tackles. First in FBS. We're going to need to gang tackle today. Yeah. It's hard to fix tackling technique and unlearn what they've learned the last few years during the season. But one thing that can combat that, and we've done that, we did that in the NC State game, is swarming to the football, which is Hurricane style football. That's when we're at our best, when our Hurricane defense is at its best, it's all 11 guys swarming to the football, just pure speed. So you do that, your tackling technique doesn't have to be perfect because a guy can't break a tackle against 5 dudes. He just can't. Speaking of, does anyone know, because I was trying to look it up, I think they're keeping it close to the vest. Does anybody know if Jordan Addison, the slot receiver, and their running back are playing today? Because I know they were like very questionable for this game. If Manny loses this game, he's done. Yeah, I think so. That would be the one bright side if we don't win this game. I never want to see us lose ever, but if we drop to 3-5, I would think yes. UW game time decision for both guys. Okay, interesting. So that tells me they're hurt, but they're going to try to play through it. That's what that tells me. Because if they were healthier, they would be, oh yeah, yeah, they're starting. They're in the starting lineup. But game time decision, that means they might play, but they're gonna be banged up. They might just be there out as decoys more than anything. Yeah, it's chilly here in Orlando. It's like 60 something. Well, chilly for me. I'm a Miami guy. Let's see. What else? What else? 56 has to play at least 30 snaps. Williams has to get at least 20 on the defensive line. Yeah. Yeah. Chance Williams and Jafari Harvey. There's no doubt they're the two most talented DNs on the team. For sure. You gotta get those guys on the field as much as possible. And then 56, I think, has had the highest PFF grade now 3 games in a row on the defensive line. So no brainer there. You got a game changer. We got a couple of special freshmen on this defense, but for sure in Leonard Taylor. Max, what's up, buddy? Birdstone, what's up? Addison is good. Yeah, good as in he's healthy, or you're just saying he's a badass receiver? Because he is. I think he's only a sophomore. I think he was a true freshman last year. He's nice. He's already got 10 touchdowns this year. That's in what, 7 games? Dude is good. Dude is very good. But yeah, are you saying he's good? Like, he's healthy? Like you saw something? Let me know. Let's see. May lose this game. He's done. Yeah. West Coast boy has awakened. Santouche. John, how are you doing? I'm doing great, man. It's game day. Agreed. Yeah. So let's talk about the whole Manny thing. Who do you guys think gets let go first? Because I think unless we rally and win the division and actually go to Charlotte, which I think is where the game is being played this year, and win the ACC completely, yeah, then I think Manny would save his job. And you know what? Kind of rightfully so. I wouldn't be too mad at that in the present time, but then that would be me thinking in the present. I would just be too happy that we just won the ACC. But short of that, I think he's gone regardless. Who do you think leaves first or gets fired first, him or Blake James? Or do you think it's a package deal? They're just both gone. I'm getting a good birthday present either way. Either the Canes get a W or someone gets fired. You know what? That's a good way to look at it, man. Something good is happening today. Let's see. Yes, loving the youth movement. Sucks to have to come down to him literally game by game for his job to do so. I agree, man. I still don't understand that. And Bob Shoop had his comment earlier in the week, kind of covering the coaching staff's asses, basically saying, "Oh, experience beats talent until talent gets experience." Yeah, that's fine. It's a cute quote, but here's the thing. You're assuming the experience is going to play well and do their job. The experience on this team has not performed, has flat out not performed at all. You look at, guys like Nesta Silvera has had a bit of a drop off this year. Bubba, now we know he was playing hurt, but still, he shouldn't have been in there. He shouldn't have been playing 99.9% of the snaps like he was early in the season. If he was banged up, dude, that affects your play. Like, what are you doing? Gervin Hall came back. He's had a bit of a mental glitch. I don't know what's going on with him. And it sucks because I know he's a very talented player. Mike Harley has been relatively quiet. What senior hasn't been quiet? I'm trying to think. Oh, Lou Headley. He's the one that's been very consistently good. Package deal, but Flake might have put himself out there to be fired first because of all his little antics. Yeah. Hey, good. I'm glad his little antics might get him fired. Blake has to go first. Yes. Cut the head off the snake. Listen, I heard a very smart quote. I heard something very smart from a dude sitting behind me at a UM game. This was good during Al Golden's first year, I want to say. It wasn't even Hard Rock, it was Landshark Stadium, I think, at the time. And they were talking about should get rid of Shalala first, before Golden or anything. And he said something I'll never forget. He said, "The pig stinks from the head, not the ass. So cut the head off, the rest gets solved." Yeah. So changing, you want to change the culture of this program, not just the team, not just this team for the next couple of years. The program, yeah, you got to start at the top. Agreed. Blake has to go first. Max, it's like 8 for you. You couldn't get up that early on a Saturday. Yeah, didn't get to sleep in. Max, you don't really sleep in on game days, though, do you? Especially with an early kickoff. I doubt you do. I can't. I think I've done that once in my life where I slept until like 10:30 or 11 and it was a noon kickoff. Once. Other times it's like a kid on Christmas. I'm up at like 7. Let's see. Pitt and UAV got to lose 2 games in the Coastal for Miami to make the championship. Is that, well, yeah, because Pitt doesn't have any conference losses as of right now. But one of those 2 against Pitt would be head to head. So say we beat Pitt today, that's 1. They just got to lose 1 more, which, knowing ACC Coastal teams, no one other than us in 2017 who just cleaned house, who just cleaned out the Coastal division and just ran away with it. Us in 2017, and I can't really think of another team that has. It's always like the team that wins the Coastal always has like 2 or 3 losses, always. So I don't trust Pitt. Let's say we beat them today. I don't trust Pitt to go run the table the rest of the way and secure their spot. I don't see it. 2018, they were on their way to the championship game. And in the final week, they came to, our season was pretty much done, but they came to Hard Rock for the final game of the season, and we whooped their ass. We completely dominated them. That was Kenny Pickett's sophomore year. But yeah, I'm not too worried about Pitt, especially if we get the win today. They just got to lose 1 more, and we have the tiebreaker against them. UAV is a different story. Now, yes, their quarterback is having a fantastic year, but they're a very flawed team. They're a very flawed team. I see them getting tripped up by maybe Virginia Tech at the end of the year. And, we just got to hope they slip up 1 more time. That's the one I'm more worried about. I think they're a very, very well-coached team, as Pitt is, but UAV is a very well-coached team, and I'm not so sure they're going to lose. You're right. I'm not so sure they're going to lose 2 more before the end of the season, but we'll see. They can only control what they can control. I'm just glad the young guys are getting in there and getting their playing time and getting wins for us. That's all I care about right now. Hey, John, sorry I'm late for the cafecito. Hey, cheers. Hydration. So, Santush, how's it going? Oh, let's see. Let's start. Let's go do these in order. Happy Earth Strong, brother. I don't know what that is. You'll have to explain to me. Spent the whole day. Oh, you start your exams on Monday. Hey, good luck, man. Zenga says Pitt has Canes, Duke, UNC, UVA, and Syracuse. UVA has Pitt and VTech. Oh, okay, thank you. So those are the remaining ACC games for UAV. UAV did beat us, but UAV has a conference loss already. UAV has a conference loss, so they just need to lose 2. Assuming we win out, obviously, which is a big assumption, I know, but let's say we do. It's not out of the realm of possibility. So UAV, they have Pitt and Virginia Tech left. They could lose both, but that's a big if. I'm not too worried about that right now. I just want to see them get a few wins here. Especially, got to win the FSU game, of course. Yes. UVA. Did I say UAV? Yeah. UVA. Let's see what else we got. Geno Smith leaving the Seahawks after this season and becoming Miami AD. Yes. That'd be interesting. He's from Miami. Could have come here if we wanted him, but that's a whole other discussion. Blake gone first unless Manny messes up, in my opinion. Okay. I'd be good with either, but I'd be more good with Blake leaving first. John playing too much Call of Duty. I haven't played Call of Duty in years. John, does Arroyo play more today? Maybe double tight ends. You know what? I think he's showing enough that he might get some more snaps. I don't think he's going to get the snaps we think he deserves, but yeah, I think Arroyo's going to get in, get like 3 or 4 more targets than he usually does, because the couple times he's been targeted, he's made plays. So I don't see why not. Pitt's defense is vulnerable to that that little fake run that we hit him over the top, that we hit Mallory for a long touchdown last year. We've hit him a few times with that play. Like that middle of the field is a little more vulnerable, but they have, I can't place his name right now. They have a safety, I think, that's really good. They always have a really good safety. I think Paris Ford played for Pitt. Yeah, they always have a solid secondary. So Arroyo greater than Mallory. I think so. Although, you got to give props to Mallory though. You have to give it up for him because he had a fantastic game last Saturday. Probably the biggest game of his career. Made the biggest play of his career on that 3rd and 16. It happened. I sit like on the 30-yard line, so it happened almost like right in front of me. Yeah, gotta give it up to him. But hopefully he keeps it up, because if he keeps it up and you get Arroyo going, that's the kind of offense we were all expecting at the beginning of the year. Yeah, UAV only needs to lose one more. They lost to UNC and Wake. Oh, they have 2 conference losses. Okay, good to know. Let's see. Hey, buddy, hopefully the Canes show up. I was at Heinz Field in 2017 when Pitt upset Miami. Oh, that was a painful one. I remember. That was Thanksgiving weekend. Maybe the Hurricanes can return the favor today. Go Canes. Yes. I would love that. Let's return the favor. Let's ruin their season. Because I think, had we won that game, we would have gone, even if we lost in the ACC championship to Clemson that year, we still had a good chance because of our record to get in the playoff. Like, we probably would have been in. We would have gotten our ass kicked, but hey, playoff appearance. That would have been nice. Let's see. John, I want to see Tay and Brooks a lot. How about you? I would love to see that, but I don't think we're going to see Sam Brooks. I think that ship has sailed. This is just my opinion. This is nothing I heard. I think that dude has or is playing his final snaps as a Hurricane, unfortunately. That's just my gut instinct. I hope I'm wrong. Tay, on the other hand, yeah, he's going to be in there in some packages. They're going to, start easing him. Well, not easing him in. I think it's going to be more baptism by fire because of Bubba's injury. So, yeah, you're going to see Tay in there for sure. Let's see what else we got. But yeah. Oh, more Miami still got to play VT. I'm not too concerned about VTech. It's here. I feel like we've kind of owned Justin Fuente, man. I know he's beaten us a couple times. He beat us in 2016 and 2018. But the 2018 one, we handed them. We spotted them 4 touchdowns with turnovers because we were playing, again, this is Manny's problem. We were playing an injured quarterback that should not have been in there. Nkosi comes in and lights up their defense for 3 quarters. So I think for the most part, aside from the 2016 game, which was Fuente's first year, I think, with Virginia Tech, he was on fire that year. But since then, we kicked their ass in 2017. Almost had that huge comeback and almost beat them in 2018. Did we beat them in 2019? Now I can't remember. Yeah, someone reminded me. Did we beat Virginia Tech in 2019? Oh, no. 2019 was the comeback. We beat them in 2018. And then last year we beat them in Blacksburg. In an empty stadium, but still, we beat them in Blacksburg. So, yeah, I'm not that impressed with that team. They've got their athletes, but I'm not too worried about Virginia Tech, to be honest. They play us hard. They do, but we usually seem to pull it out unless we put ourselves in a huge hole. John, are you a UM alumni? I am not. No, I actually went to FIU because UM was going to be like $40,000 a year or something like that. I got in, but not with the FIU gave me a lot more with the scholarship and everything. They gave me a lot more money. So it was a financial choice. If not, yeah, I would have obviously gone to UM. I grew up down the street from there. But no, just born and raised in Miami, huge Miami fan since I was a kid. But no, I unfortunately didn't get to go there. I love the play of Ja'Kai on the O-line, and he's really helping bring along another level of aggressiveness. Yes. What did you guys think of when he shoved that player off of Tyler Van Dyke? Because obviously we drew a personal foul penalty on that play, and it was kind of a costly one at the time, if I remember correctly. It killed that drive. But I was okay with it because if you look at the replay, I was at the game, so there's certain things you don't catch unless you see it on TV when they show the replays. This dude was like on top of Van Dyke, pushes him off, like gets him off so he can help up TDD. And then he gets in his face again, and Jakai just shoves him off, which I would have done the same thing if I'm on the field. And then the penalty, it should have been offsetting penalties, to be honest. I loved it. Yeah, me too. I am totally okay with that penalty. I'll take that all day. It's the pre-snap false starts and the delay of games. Those drive me insane. The penalty was worth it for sure. Yes. You defend your leader. You're to defend your leader by any means, fine with the penalty. Okay, good. Glad we're in agreement there. I hope we win, but if we lose today, is Manny gone? 100% yes. I think he is. I think he is, but that only solves part of the problem. Let's see. UVA's 2 losses don't help Miami because one is from the Atlantic side. They still need 2 more coastal losses. UVA's 2. But we would only have 2. If we win out, we only have 2 conference losses. So our 2 ACC losses against their possible 3 ACC losses. If that happens, it beats that. Yeah. If they stay at 2, it doesn't help us. They just need to lose 1 more. Because I think them having 3 conference losses, even if one is to the Atlantic, is like our 2 conference losses, even though we lost to them, beats that, if that makes any sense. I believe that's how it works. Let's see. Calvin, you're okay with the Jakai penalty. Okay, good. Okay, so I'll be on like maybe another 10 minutes or so, guys. Before I get to the prediction part at the end, guys, give me your memories, I guess, of wins against Pitt, because there's a lot of them. I gave you one of mine. Like, I love the 2002 game where Sean Taylor scored on the reverse, the 03 game where Sean Taylor shut down Larry Fitzgerald. I think he held him to 3 catches for 28 yards or something like that. That was awesome. And I think that was for the Big East title. Let's see what else. There was the KJ Osborne one a couple of years ago. Let me know. Let me know your Miami versus Pitt memories, because there's a few of them. I want Manny gone, but I think it would be think about how interesting it would be if Blake goes and Manny wins the ACC and stays, and someone like Zoe comes in to guide Manny. He actually turns the program around. Would Zoe, assuming, let's say they win out, let's say they win the Coastal, and Zoe comes in, I still don't think he keeps Manny, to be honest with you. I think he's already made up his mind there. But that would be interesting if that happens, if Blake goes, because that's the thing. If Blake stays, the virus is still here. A true like head coaching candidate that could take us to the promised land is not going to want to come here. Flo, what's going on, man? Good morning. Larry Fitzgerald could have won the Heisman without that. Canes came in 03. Another stat I remember from that game, you can go back and watch it. Like there's a couple of highlight reels of that 03 game. I think we had 10 sacks in that game. We sacked Rod Rutherford, I think 10 times, 10 or 11 times, something like that. That was when we had, that defense had DJ, Vilma, Will Fork, Baraka Atkins, Brian Pata, RIP, Sean Taylor, Kelly Jennings. That defense was loaded. Let's see. But seriously, I want Manny gone bad. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Like I said, it only solves half the problem. Let's see. 03 for sure. 03 was insane. Yeah. No, 03 was complete domination. Complete domination. I still don't know how that team lost to Tennessee 10-6. That team should have been in the national championship. John, UVA would still have to go ahead and wins, because the extra loss from the Coastal would still give them the tiebreaker over UM, because the Wake loss is on the other side of the conference. Really? Okay. Well, what's popping? All right, so let's say that scenario plays out. So they would have 3 losses. We would have 2. They would still pass us because they have the win against us. I would think just in regular, like in standings, in any other sport, that would not be the case. That's a weird rule if that's the case. Fitz was a monster at Pitt. He was one of the greatest of all time. I I love when football players take things personally, and that 0-3 defense were purpose driven. Oh yeah, yeah, they slapped them down. I remember that. And it was a cold night in Pitt. I remember that because that was the last regular season game of 0-3, so that had to have been like December 3rd or 4th or something, if I remember correctly. I think it was December already, and it was freezing, and we just dominated. Why isn't Blake fired yet? What is everybody waiting for? I think in the next few weeks you're going to see something. Even with a bit of a turnaround, I think Blake is gone because I think my friends here on the U network have given me hope, and from people I've talked to, that things are going on behind the scenes and changes will be made soon. I feel like a change has to be made. It's reached that boiling point where alumni, certain members of the board of trustees, and enough people are pissed off now that it's reached this boiling point where something's going to happen before the end of the year. Something. Did Darrelle Revis have any good games against us while he was at Pitt? Good question. I feel like Max might know that. God, I guess not, because I don't really remember him when he was at Pitt, to be quite honest. I don't remember him when he was at Pitt. I remember him obviously more with his days with the Jets. He really blew up more when he was in the NFL. I think he was like a 3-star recruit also. Regardless, it was the Atlantic Coastal loss. It's still a conference loss. If UAV loses one more and we win out, we go ahead of them. Yeah, I would think so. Because they would have 3 losses and we would have 2. So there's no tiebreaker. The head-to-head thing would be if there's a tie. There wouldn't be a tie in that sense. Okay, so I wasn't going crazy. Let's see what else we got. This was a monster. Yep, we already covered that. All right, cool. I'll be on for a few more minutes, guys. So, all right, now it's time. Give me your predictions. Now, I asked for your predictions during the week, and I know that can change during the week. I'm holding strong with mine, 23-20 Miami. I think we pull out a win in a relatively low-scoring game. I just think we make more. Plays down the stretch than they do. I think Rooster gets loose a couple of times. I think Rambo kind of does his thing, makes a couple of plays. The X factor for me will be on offense is if we get our tight ends involved. If we can get our tight ends involved, that's it. It's a wrap. We win this game. I think it's that simple. And on defense, I just think we got to contain Kenny Pickett. If we let Kenny Pickett get loose and get first downs with his legs, we're kind of screwed on defense, and we'll have to win this game in a shootout, which I don't know if I just yet trust TVD in a shootout on the road in cold weather. Although he's a Glastonbury guy. He's from Connecticut, so I don't know. I just don't think he quite has he's not seasoned enough yet for me to trust him in that situation. I think the defense and special teams need to help him. So the defense for me, you got to put a spy on Kenny Pickett. You have to contain him. Do not let him get loose and get easy first downs with his legs, because that demoralizes the defense. You think you're about to get off the field, and then all of a sudden picks up 12 yards and a first down because the defense just vanished. They're nowhere to be seen on the camera shot. And that's it. And now your defense has to stay on the field, and they get more and more demoralized every time that happens. You got to put a spy on him. He's not going to shake Keontre Smith loose. He's not going to shake James Williams loose. I think you put different guys on him depending on the situation. And if you do that, if you force him to throw it to our athletic secondary and maybe get a couple of coverage sacks, I think we're going to have a really good day, to be honest with you, because they don't have the best running game. They really don't, especially with their starter out. If he's out, they're going to be a one-dimensional offense. You just have to keep Pickett in the pocket and take away that dual threat. You do that, we get our tight ends involved on offense, we win this game. No question. All right, let's start with the predictions. 17-14 Canes. I don't think it's going to be that quite low scoring, but okay. 31-24. Okay. 24-21. That's around what I'm thinking. 30-24. Big call. Tay picks off Pickett. Ooh. Okay. I like that. I don't think he picks one off. this is my prediction. I think Tay just torpedoes somebody in the open field and jars the ball loose. I think he causes a fumble today. That's my prediction for Tay. But I'll take either one. I think Pitt wins 31-27 just because Pickett against our corners in the cold weather. And the right corners are playing. That's the other thing. Marcus Clark, Tyreek, Takori Couch. If those three are getting the majority of the playing time, I'm good with it. And maybe a little bit of Dunson too. I know he had a couple of mental glitches, mental gaffes in the last game, but I like Isaiah Dunson a lot. 31-24. Yeah. 45-34. You think it's going to be that much of a shootout? I mean, if our defense is undisciplined, yes, we may have to win like that. 31-27, 31-16. Smash that. Yes, please smash that like button and hit subscribe. I like your thinking, John Smartman. Thank you. I show, I'm smart every once in a while. It's the caffeine. Swerve, what's going on, man? 31-24. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be vital. So important to keep Kenny Pickett in that pocket. If our D tackles not only get to him, but play discipline. I'd rather you play discipline before trying to, just sprint up the field to get to him, because Pickett is too smart. Contain him, and you're gonna cause him some problems. Just play, stay at home, play discipline, play smart. Don't start getting emotional and go for those big shoulder hits and stuff like that. No. Play calm, play within yourself. That's how they're gonna win this game. Got Padron in the Cafecito. That'll be at Food and Wine in a little bit, in a couple hours. 28-24, late turnover to seal the win. All right, I like that. Let's see, who was the one that said, I live in the Orlando? Oh, no. Oh, shit. Live in the Orlando area. We got great weather for today. Yes, we do. Yeah. I'm in the Kissimmee area right now, but yeah, I'm right by you. Yeah, the weather is nice today. It's in the 60s. The sun's now starting to peek through. It's nice. John, great show. Like always, you killed it. Oh, thank you, sir. Off to start drinking. Yes. Hopefully it'll be celebratory. Well, win or lose, we'll be celebrating something today. It was a perfect game for Carter to spy the QB. Yes, I like that. I think it should be a rotation of guys spying the QB to throw him off. It should be Amari or Keontre most of the time. Throw in a little James Williams in there, where maybe it's like a 3rd and 5 situation, and you got to get on quick. Maybe spy him with James. Maybe try that a couple times. Anyone know if their wide receiver? Addison is playing today. Earlier in the stream, Swerve, they were saying, a few people were saying that he's a game time decision. So that would tell me he's banged up, but he's going to try to play. They're going to see how he looks during warm-ups and stuff. So we'll see. If anything, if I'm them, I at least put him out there as a decoy. Maybe send him deep a few times. He's dangerous enough that you can do that. But try not to fall for it. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. I got to get going soon. But I appreciate every single one of you. Please, if you have not, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's support our boys today, because I think this would be a big win momentum wise, because you win this game, you're now 4-4. You got a 2-game winning streak against ranked opponents, and then we come down back to Miami. Is the game next week, or do they have like a bye or something? Let me see. Miami Hurricanes schedule. Addison is on the field going through warm-ups. Okay. Man, he said he's practicing right now. Enjoy, John. Let's see. Let me just check that schedule real quick. Yeah, because I think we play the very next week. Georgia Tech, November 6th. Yeah, we play Georgia Tech next week. So we go into that Georgia Tech game with some momentum. People show up. That crowd is rowdy. We get a 3rd win. All of a sudden, we go into that Florida State game with a lot of momentum. And, things start looking up, at least for a strong finish. I want to see this team finish strong. I always want to see them get the wins. But anyway, please hit that subscribe button. Go check out which right here, Las Bonita, our sponsor. The link should be down in the description box. And hope you guys enjoy your Saturday. As always, it's all about that you. Let's get this win today. Go Canes.